Former Obama campaign advisor Ameshia Cross is with us. We just love these segments, don't we?
They're really exciting. I feel like this is almost like the lotto at this point.
Just somebody's going to get it, right? Okay. Look, I think is it a reasonable conversation, you think? And from the world you're seeing, is the feeling of Democrats need a plan B expanding or contracting?
I think it's contracting. Look, we've already had the chair of the CBC come out full-throatedly in support of
Congressional Black Caucus.
Yep. Congressional Black Caucus in support of Joe Biden. We know that the black vote has been the key vote for the past 40 years for the Democratic nominee. We also recognize that we saw Chuck Schumer, we saw Leader Jeffries. All of them have aligned around him, including members of the Squad, the far left faction of the Democratic Party. I think that what we're seeing here is people being reactionary, quite frankly, to a media firestorm that seems to not end. The New York Times is basically trying to seal the death nail for Joe Biden and won't get off of it. But in addition to that, this is a ratings thing. The View last week and earlier this week talked almost incessantly about the importance of having Joe Biden on this ticket. So today, they knew that they were going to have Gretchen Whitmer come and be a guest. And because she is a name that has been tossed around, they did what they had to do.
There's an interesting dynamic right now that's happening in terms of women, right? Because you have Kamala Harris as the first female vice president. But then you've got Jill Biden, who is now taking this completely larger role in the campaign. We have a little bit of her sound since the debate.
Joe Biden, do you have any message to House Democrats who are calling for your husband to drop out of the race? How are you feeling about the state of the race? All right, ladies.
And then she didn't answer any questions. Is the White House ready? I understand somebody wants to defend their husband. Do you see the White House is ready for the firestorm that's going to come at Jill Biden if she continues this role?
I think that the White House is ready. Do I believe that the White House was ready for the fallout that came after that debate and how long it has lasted? Absolutely not. I don't think that his campaign was either. But Jill Biden is a very strong woman. And we know that if anything has proven true over the years, it is that the man on the front is only as strong as the woman who's standing next to him. And we've seen that in various campaigns. Barack Obama was just as strong as Michelle was leading the way. We saw it with Bill and Hillary.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say this is different, right? She's now campaigning more than he is. She's becoming the gatekeeper in the White House. You said how the campaign wasn't ready for his debate performance. The White House wasn't. How can they be ready for the attacks that are going to start coming? Is Joe Biden first lady or is Joe Biden shadow president?
Well, she's his most popular surrogate on the campaign trail as first lady, and that's not unusual for a first lady. I do think that she's out here doing what she has to do. She's speaking to the American people. She's talking about the strength of her husband's presidency. She's also talking to them and meeting them where they are. One of Jill Biden's strongest focus areas is the fact that she connects with people. That is a strength on this campaign trail. It's been her strength since she's been in the White House.
Strength, the flip side of that is she's a lot stronger on the campaign trail, you could argue, than Kamala Harris is in some ways. New York Times, Kamala Harris, the challenge of getting ready without getting ready. Biden says he won't step aside, but if he does, here's why Kamala Harris is the favorite to replace him. You get the last 30 seconds. There's still a chance this happens, right?
It's not going to happen. Joe Biden has said full-throatedly he is not going to step down from this ticket. And the only person who can make that decision is Joe Biden. And Joe Biden told us the only way that he would is if God basically came down and told him. The good Lord isn't going to make that decision, and Joe Biden isn't either.
All right. Well said. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.